morning, dear hearts. We are now in lesson 234, and please subscribe. Today's lesson is, Father, today I am your son again. The lesson says, it starts by saying, today we will anticipate the time when dreams of sin and guilt are gone and we have reached the holy peace we never left. The word anticipate is very interesting because to anticipate something is to suggest or to indicate that it is yet to occur. Yet we know that there's only one time, and that time is now. So we will reach the holy peace we never left, which is the end of that sentence. We understand all of the dreams of sin and guilt are gone, which is why we can now recognize right now that indeed we still are the child of God. The lesson continues saying, merely a tiny instant has elapsed between eternity and timelessness. So brief the interval, there was no lapse in continuity, nor break in thoughts which are forever unified as one. A break in thought, the break between the two thoughts which are one thought, which are unified as one, between the thought of God and the thought of his creation, his child, his son. So the no break in creator and creation, that has never occurred. It was merely a tiny instant that could not affect anything at all because it was so small, so minuscule, that it had absolutely no effect on anything at all. Nothing has ever happened to disturb the peace of God the Father and the Son. This we accept as holy, completely true today. So when I accept that there never was a separation, that there was never a break between eternity and in believing in time. There never was that separation. We were born into the eternal state of now, and there was no time. Time is something that limits and separates 1 hour, 1 moment from the next. There was no break in that because it was such a small instant. It could not affect and create, or make rather, the belief in time. So brief the interval, there was no lapse in continuity. We have always been one with our Father, and he has always been one with us, the two unified thoughts that appear and are one. We thank you, Father, that we cannot lose the memory. This is the prayer portion. We thank you, Father, that we cannot lose the memory of you and of your love. We cannot lose it because there's no break in it. It has always been. We recognize our safety and give thanks for all the gifts you have bestowed on us. And again, the gifts of God, there are so many. As I said the other day, they're innumerable. We can't really quantify them. There are so many of them. But one truly of the gifts is the gift of salvation for us. There's so many of the gifts you have bestowed on us, for all the loving help we have received, for your eternal patience, and the word which you have given us that we are saved. The word, the promise. Salvation is a promise. Remember, that's the first line of this relevant thought that is guiding these lessons. Salvation is a promise made by God that you would find your way home to him at last. And it's made by God because it is something that is needed in the belief in dreams, the belief in there was something between the eternity and time, that there was something that separated those two. So it went from being timeless into time. So salvation is made, the promise made by God, because it is only relevant in the dream, in the belief, the knowledge, the acceptance, the recognition of our eternal now with God, where we are always, it's not necessary. But our Father has eternal patience with us, and the word was given to us, the promise was given to us that we are saved, that we are always home. We are your son again today. Today we are your son again. We've had so many lessons, and we can even, say with this lesson that it goes back to that giant stride, that one lesson that I believe is in every lesson, which I am as God created me. The acceptance of that idea, that very important idea that I am as God created me, also gives me the ability to say, recognize, and know that today I am your son, your child, again, but I always have been. I always have been. I thought something different, but today I know I was wrong. I was mistaken. It was an error. You have eternal patience with me. You have brought me back to the truth that we are one and always have been, have never left each other. So that's it for today. I hope this helped. I hope it was clear. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and please thank Susie for the most magnificent abundance of sunflowers today. And pray. Like, share, subscribe, comment, pray. Namaste.